The cold sweat trickled down my spine as I hurried through the dimly lit amusement park. The once vibrant and cheerful place had transformed into a sinister labyrinth of shadows and echoing laughter. It was Halloween night, and the park had promised thrills and chills, but I never expected it to turn into a nightmarish ordeal. My name is Sarah, and I was just an ordinary young adult looking for some spooky fun with friends. Little did I know, I was about to become the main attraction in a real-life horror show. We had ventured deep into the park, following the flickering lights of the haunted house ride. The air grew thick with tension as we made our way through the eerie corridors filled with ghoulish mannequins and spine-tingling sound effects. The occasional screams from my friends added to the eerie atmosphere. As we exited the haunted house, I noticed a peculiar figure lurking in the shadows. It was a clown, but not the playful, colorful kind you'd expect at an amusement park. This one was different. His makeup was smeared, and his grin looked more sinister than cheerful. He stared at me with crazed, bloodshot eyes. My heart raced as I turned away, hoping to dismiss it as a part of the Halloween experience. But when I looked back, the clown was closer, too close for comfort. Panic surged through me, and I whispered to my friends about the unsettling presence. They laughed it off, attributing it to the park's commitment to scaring visitors. But I knew something was wrong. As we continued through the park, the clown followed us, always lurking just beyond the reach of the flickering lights. I tried to shake the feeling of being hunted, but it was impossible. Every time I glanced over my shoulder, there he was, that crazed clown, his eyes fixed on me with an unsettling intensity. I felt like prey being toyed with by a predator. Desperation drove me to suggest we leave the park, but my friends were determined to make the most of our Halloween adventure. They assured me it was all part of the act and that I was overreacting. But I couldn't shake the feeling that this was no act. The clown's presence grew more ominous with each passing moment. He began to appear closer, his whispers reaching my ears like a chilling breeze. "Come and play, Sarah," he hissed, his voice dripping with madness. Tears welled up in my eyes as I realized my friends couldn't see or hear him. He was tormenting me alone. I pleaded with my friends to leave, but they refused to listen. They thought I was losing my mind. I decided to break away from the group and make a run for the park exit. My heart pounded in my chest as I sprinted through the twisting pathways. The clown's maniacal laughter echoed behind me, growing louder and more deranged with each step. I finally reached the park's entrance, gasping for breath, my heart racing. My friends were nowhere in sight. I tried calling them, but there was no answer. I was alone, and the clown was closing in. I could feel his presence behind me, his hot breath on my neck. I turned around, and there he was, standing just inches away, his bloodshot eyes locked onto mine. My scream was drowned out by the distorted carnival music. I ran as fast as my trembling legs would carry me, not daring to look back. The park had transformed from a place of fun and excitement into a nightmarish maze, and I was trapped in a horrifying game of cat and mouse with a crazed clown. As I stumbled out of the park's exit, gasping for breath, I knew one thing for sure: I had survived the night, but the memory of that clown's haunting gaze would never leave me. Halloween would never be the same again.